what advice would you give someone that wants to follow a similar path as you?
Figure out what you want to do, what makes you happy, what you love to do, what makes you want to wake up in the morning and do. And then be intentional about everything you do to make that happen. So if it's, okay, I'm going to work at this restaurant because I want to gain some skills, or I want to get some money and save my money and invest in a photo shoot, and just be intentional about everything that you're doing. Everything always comes back full circle. So you want to make sure you're doing that. And then also, what I've learned is you're going to get so many people telling you not to do this. You need to just do another job, or you need to just do whatever. But it's like, if you can financially manage what you're doing and still do your whatever it is you want to do, I say go for it. Because if not, you could end up in a job you hate just because your family told you need to go be a doctor, or you need to go be a lawyer, or you need to go be a flight attendant, So I just always say follow your gut, follow your intuition, listen to what you want to do, and stick to it. Because if you do anything else what somebody else wants you to do, you're not going to be happy.
Like what's some advice that you would give the person that wants to aspire to do something like you, but so they don't have to spend years and years and years trying to figure it out? Like, what's one thing or two things that you would advise them on that would save them a lot of time, if they want to be on a similar path to what you're doing?
Let me see. That's a good question. I would say be serious about what you want to do right away. Like, don't wait until be like, oh, don't wait until you see somebody else doing it and be like, oh, maybe I should take it seriously. No, like, do it now. Invest in it. Bet on yourself from the beginning, because, you'll see the fruits of your labor eventually. It may take a long time, but you will still see. Because I know, like, for me, it's so funny to me now because there's so many people that, oh, I'm an influencer. Oh, I do this. Oh, I do events. And it's just so funny how I was doing stuff like this, like, 5, 6.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that.
And now it's like you see all these people, some of them have surpassed me, which is fine. But it's like, if I had to just really better myself even more, then I would be further along. But I believe everything happens for a reason. So,
and I don't want to interrupt you, but I don't believe in people surpassing you. Like, that's their journey.
That's true.
And you don't know what they did. You don't know.
That's true.
What type of steps they took. I don't believe in that. Anybody being late or anybody surpassing anybody, because you have your own journey and they have their own journey. So nobody has surpassed you, ma'am.
Thank you, girl. Thanks for the reminder. But sometimes that can be, it can be hard when you see somebody that started a year ago.
I understand. I totally understand. Yeah. But me looking at you from a different angle and understanding, that person has not, because they have a completely different life path as you and a completely different journey. So, I feel like, and that's the best way to look at life. Like, what's for you is for you. What's for them is for them, I can tell you a story. Like, I can understand. I can relate what you're saying. Like, I remember when I moved to Georgia. I wasn't in Atlanta. I was like an hour away from Atlanta, but I really, 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 really wanted to move to Atlanta. Like, that was the whole reason I moved to Georgia, but it just wasn't happening. And this girl that I know ended up moving there, and it's kind of like you said, like they surpassed, like she moved there like immediately. And I was kind of hurt, like, how. I was hurt. Like, I was so hurt that I got emotional because, it's just something that I wanted to do. I wanted to move to Atlanta. And it never happened. It never happened. So I understand what you're saying. I totally understand. But I'm at the point in my life where I know there's no such thing as somebody surpassing me. You know, I'm not late or any of that. It's all a part of my journey. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's a good reminder, girl. We gotta remember that.
Absolutely, but that was so long ago. But what you said reminded me of that. Like I understand what you mean. Like when you've been doing something so long, and then somebody that has like 2 years experience has like, I understand. I totally understand. So basically, you were saying the advice you would give them is to be serious, to take it seriously and invest in themselves. Don't take other people's advice to the heart. You know, when it comes to certain things.
Yeah, because you don't want to keep saying, I'll do it next year, or I'll wait until I got money, or I'll wait till I move to another city, because that may not happen as soon as you think it will, and then you put that out even more and more and more. So, yourself early. I remember taking one of my Zara checks and paying this photographer to do a photo shoot. It was like my first professional photo shoot. I like spent $400 on the photo shoot. My friend did my makeup. My sister did my sister do my, or my, I don't remember, I don't know. I don't know. My friend did my hair. My sister did my makeup. And I just styled some looks and we just made it work. But yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna use all my little coins for this photo shoot. And so it was a really good photo shoot. I thought I was gonna go viral on Tumblr because I was posting it on Tumblr and thinking I was gonna become a Tumblr girl, but yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work out like that.
That's so funny. I have Tumblr too, girl. I have Tumblr. I have a lot. Like I have like, I don't know how many accounts, but I have like different blogs. I have like a main one. I have a fashion, a hair, girl. That's why I'm like, it's strange that we haven't ran across each other in all these years. Like
I haven't been on Tumblr in years, but I still have the account. You know?
I go on there sometimes because I'm always thinking about where to post. So I go on there sometimes to look. People are still active on there. People are still posting. It's an interesting place.
It was interesting, so I bet it's even more interesting now.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I've probably been on there about 13 years. I don't know. I got an email. I don't even remember how long I've been on Tumblr, but I'm interested in seeing those pictures that you took.
I'll put them in my Instagram story one day, because sometimes I'll do like a throwback and I'll show, and then I'll
did you get any traction or anything like?
Like kind of, like not really. Back then it was like, yeah, okay, you got 20 likes and some comments, so like that was like a big deal. And then like on Tumblr, I think I got it shared on like one of them little like, you know how they have Black Girls Killing It pages. I think I got it shared and had a couple, like maybe 150 hearts on it, but not really. I'm thinking I'm about to go viral off these pictures.
I would love to hear your input on like the struggles that you've had in your career.
Most of my trials and tribulations stem from like not getting credit for something, not like doing something, not getting credit for it, or not getting paid for something that I was supposed to get paid for. So
that's the worst.
Yeah. So for me, that has helped me like be more business minded in every aspect. Like not going to coffee with people just to go to coffee with people, because I don't have the time for that. I'm not trying to be cocky or nothing, but like I'm not about to waste my time going to coffee with you, and it's not beneficial mutually, right? So for me, my biggest lesson for those things was just setting boundaries for
Mhm.
business, setting boundaries for
Mhm.
personal too, but just knowing like no, and being okay to say no. Like that's what
Mhm.
my everything told me. No, you don't need to go to every event. I used to be that girl that went to every event because somebody invited me to. At this stage in my life,
You
I
ain't got
can't.
time.
And I don't really want to because
Yeah.
I don't need to be out here in the streets like that no more because like
You've been
I
there and done that.
right. I'm not trying to say I'm not going to, but I don't have to be at every event. I
Mhm.
just don't. So for
Mhm.
me, the number one lesson that I learned throughout this whole thing was like boundaries, saying no, and not letting people take advantage of you
Mhm.
because that's something that will happen if you let it. And like
Mhm.
I'm a easygoing person. I'm nice, so a lot of people take that for me being naive, or they take it for granted, and then they take advantage of that. And I've had that unfortunately happen more than once to me. So yeah, that's just something that I've learned and had to grow from. But yeah, most of I would say that's probably my biggest lesson. And then like sticking to sticking to what you know and what you want. Don't let somebody second guess you
Mhm.
because you'll be like, oh, they said I should do this. It's like, no, you feel like you want to do something, do it, and don't listen to anybody else has to say because you could do what somebody has given you advice about, and then you absolutely hate it, or it didn't turn out how it's supposed to go because you didn't follow your gut and your intuition. So
Mhm.
that's another lesson. Like listening to that little voice in you inside of you that's telling you what to do.
Mhm.
Listen to it. Don't stray away from it because it's always treating you right. If stuff is not aligning, is not working together, like it's not meant for me to do this. Like
Yeah.
I was watching. Do you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville?
I haven't seen that. Mm-mm.
So one of the people on there, Melody Holt, she's the main character. And
Okay.
so she ended up getting a divorce from her husband. It's this big drama, whatever. So
Mhm.
she was at an event in Chicago last year. My friend put together. She had her come out and speak, and she did a really good like keynote speak about how she started her business and the different things she's been through her divorce and all of the stuff that she has going on the show. But anyway, she said that if she feels weird about something, if her stomach starts to feel like it drops, or she has any kind of ill feeling in her body, whether it's going to the store, whether it's going to take your car to car wash, she was like, I just won't go because I feel like God is protecting me from whatever it is. So when
Mhm.
she said that, I was like, that's true. It's hard for us to not always follow that, but that's a good reference point to be like, okay, there's a reason why this is not working out.